we're going to have to talk about that elephant in the room. I think it could go even higher. Of course, I can't prove it, but here's why. We've broken another all-time high. So currently Bitcoin's at what, 93? Well, the all-time high is 93,000, my monitor's over there, $93,265.64. So why could it go higher? There's no overhead resistance. It's like nowhere land. It can really, really go high. There's literally no resistance. The next psychological barrier, though, however, that of course Bitcoin has not reached yet, is 100,000 US dollars. Yeah, 100,000 US dollars. That's a psychological barrier. Now, will it just blast through it? Or will it touch it, pull back in, or even get the high? I would say that it wants to go to $100,000. It's just natural. Everything's in its favor. It has the wind at its back. Trump's victory, no matter what you say, that's really what's behind it. Everybody suddenly felt better. Stock market went crazy. There's possibility the United States might get into a new golden age. I'm in Canada, don't forget, I'm not in politics, but I cannot deny catalysts. And Trump had a big part to play. His win in the election had a big part to play. And he's also kind of into crypto. He did NFTs. He fundraised with NFTs for his endeavors. So he knows about crypto. He might not use it, be obsessed with it like we are, but he's talking a talk and walking a walk, so to speak. Now, getting back to Bitcoin, I do believe it could hit $100,000 US and relatively soon too, because when that thing goes up, oh my God. The other scenario is profit taking. Of course, people are going to start profit taking. Now, if you think of you don't have Bitcoin and you think about getting in, well, you're going to make a lot of people happy because also you're going to be taking it off their hands, because some people will be profit taking. So obviously the best time to have bought it would have been a long time ago, but also during that pandemic when Bitcoin went down to like just under 5,000. I can't remember the actual number. And people are saying things like, oh no, Bitcoin's going to zero. That's when you buy. I didn't buy because at those times I don't have much money to, blow. That's just natural. When things go bad, things go bad. And you have money on the side, that's when you kind of get into that. So yeah, hi guys. Thanks for joining me. I'm talking about Bitcoin and my belief that it could go to 100,000 relatively soon. And thanks guys. I can see the chat. And yeah, so I do think that Bitcoin could go to 100,000. I do see 100,000 as a psychological barrier because as it is now, there is really no overhead resistance. Remember support and resistance on the charts? Support, things fall down to like a support level, and then you wonder, is it going to break down lower? Well, when there's also overhead resistance, so previous amounts which are hard to break through, but there's nothing to break through above. So if you get some of the big heavyweight guys in the space going on and talking about Bitcoin, like they're doing, talking about Bitcoin, and what was his name? Rail Paul? Sorry, I don't remember how to pronounce this. He was on the other day, and yeah, they're coming out of the woodwork now and talking about it for a reason too. Sometimes they want to sell out of it, so you got to be careful. You got to decide what you want to do. Do you really want to get in at the all-time high? Do you hold what you have? Are you getting out of things? You have to really think about it and be careful. But I do think that Bitcoin wants to go and at least tap that 100,000. It's just going to be a bit of a waiting game. It could happen today. It could happen, I don't know, by the end of the week. I don't know, but it's very interesting to see. It's a very, very good time to be into crypto. Some of my cryptos that haven't moved in a while jumped up. My gosh, Dogecoin. I have a handful of Dogecoin. That thing went up really nicely because I bought, I can't remember, 5 cents, 6 cents, 7. I don't remember. And not a lot, but it's up huge. It's like what, 45 cents? I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure, but I was like shocked. I was like, why didn't I buy more? Why did I buy more? Dogecoin when it was at a nickel? and my Digibyte's up too. And a lot of the other things are up. A lot of the other things are up. And that's how Bitcoin, it's that Bitcoin effect. It starts to go up, other things go up too. Not everything, but other things do. And yeah. So I just figured I'd hop on live today. And no, the lighting is not bad in here. My hair looks orange because I dyed it strawberry blonde. So it's not platinum blonde anymore, by the way, in case you think my lighting's off. Although my lighting is a bit harsh. But interesting time to be into crypto, to be watching what's happening, to be I don't know. It's just fun. It's fun. Like honestly, I'm not selling out of any positions right now. I probably should, but I don't want to. I don't have huge positions either. I'm holding in long. Like I tell people, talk to me in 10 years from now, and I'll tell you how it went for me in crypto. I'm just not into trading in and out. Yeah, I used to kind of do that, and I lost a lot in fees and stuff. But however, it is an all-time high for Bitcoin, so you gotta keep that in the back of your mind. So yeah, you decide what you want to do. It's your crypto, it's your money, but just be safe. Know what you're doing if you're going to trade in or out or something. Be leery of things that are at the all-time high. At the same point, with no overhead resistance on Bitcoin, it could go even higher. Like it could go even higher. What's going to happen in the news? What's the next catalyst? Bitcoin likes things like this. Interest rate cuts. It loves it. It loves it. It loves it when the government sends out checks. Here's your check. Yeah, like we saw during the pandemic and stuff. It just went crazy because then people had money in their pocket. So Bitcoin loves that kind of stuff. The election, the thought of things getting a lot better. A lot of people are thinking things are going to get better in the United States. Well, not a lot. Well, it's kind of split, right? But there is that sentiment. You can't deny it. People are excited. And in Canada, where I am, yeah, we're watching, who the next prime minister is going to be. Are they going to be crypto friendly? If it's Pierre, I think he is. He's like pro Bitcoin. So we could have another good push up when it's our turn to have our election for Bitcoin, just with sentiment if it goes that way. So yeah, exciting times. Just exciting times to be into crypto. It's in a fantastic week. We're going into Christmas. We're going into the new year, and Tom Lee, no, not the drummer of Motley Crue, Tom Lee said on CNBC, we could have a very strong end of the year in a stock market. Very strong. So look forward to that. When Tom Lee talks, people listen. So yeah, I'm gonna just look at the chat here. If you guys have any questions, I'm not doing any chart reading because my computer's there. I'm just doing live stream. Okay, so okay, anyway, somebody wrote speak English. I think I am. Okay. Yeah, so Bitcoin, yeah, something to watch. Interesting times. Could break through its all-time high again soon. It wants to break through that psychological barrier of $100,000. We're waiting for that to happen. Will it happen? And if it does happen, will it turn kind of quick and go backwards, or will it just rush up? Because I'm looking at the volume charts. I could try. Okay, look, guys, I'll just flip this around. Bear with me. Did it work? Sorry. Okay, here we go. So our all-time high for Bitcoin is right here, $93,265. We are right here at 90,000, almost 91. We're about let's say $2,000 away from our all-time high. You hit that, the next move is 100,000. 100,000 is a psychological barrier. I've said this like 3 times, and that's where Bitcoin could see resistance at 100,000. There's nothing above. Once we get past this 93,000, there's nothing to stop Bitcoin from going higher. Why do I say that? Because there is no resistance, only psychological resistance. And you get the right, I'll try to put this back, you get the right catalyst, the right headlines. Oh my God. It's just exciting. That's all I can say. I can't tell you it's going to go through $100,000 this week. I'd like to see it happening. Of course I would. But just watch out for it. Watch out for it and have a plan. Have a plan. I mean, if you're going to take profit, all-time highs are kind of a good time to take profit. But we just don't know what's going to happen. So Thanks for watching, guys. You're gonna hit that like, it'll help. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.